I'm Bob Ethier. Welcome to another edition of the Trilogy, which today we're just talking about the addiction. As you've not known yet, that I'm a recovering addict. But it's not from drugs, it's not from alcohol, it's not from tobacco, and no, I'm still a virgin. But it's about an addiction that's far lesser known, not overeating or gambling. My addiction is with fantasy. And fantasy addiction is not mostly common in addictions, but it can actually kill. Since I have Asperger's syndrome, it affects me really well. Like, every time this addictions are discussed, the fantasy addiction always gets to me. I was an addict since I was 18 years old. 18 years old because it led on from a broken heart. I believed that a princess was going to come and save me. I had this thing about the princess since I was 17 years old, and she would take me away from all this pain. But the addiction is I was addicted to fantasy about fairies, gnomes, leprechauns, princesses, queens. Well, this addiction can be deadly. I know you believe in your Star Trek, Star Wars, Justice League, Superman, Spider-Man, all the nice sci-fi and fantasies like Dune and Legend. They're fun to watch, but you can't get hooked up to it because I know you guys want to be die-hard fans, but sometimes die-hard can kill you. Sometimes it leads to suicide, sometimes it leads to arrests, sometimes it leads to murder. Having an addiction and mental illness is really tough, but that's what I suffer from. Fantasy addiction. That's why I'm a recovered addict. That's why I limit the words princess, fairies, gnomes, and anything that has to do with fantasy, like wizards or sorcerers or anything that has to do with fantasy. Because you can use it in moderation, but in my case, if I use too much of it, it would kill me. Because it would kill me. It came true when most of my life that I couldn't find a girlfriend. This fantasy addiction has many side effects. It makes you decompensate your friends. It makes you not likable to women or men, like to men or women. It can also see realms to reality. Even though I watched WWE, I think that WWE must change. Their attitude was totally real. Now they're going back to the fantasy bullcrap, PG rated. Why don't we get back to real life? Bring real characters into the mix. But the addiction is really a problem. In every addiction, there's withdrawals. And I have withdrawals since I started rebuking my addiction. I'm trying to rebuke my addiction. That's why I'm a recovered addict. It's like fantasy addiction can kill. Like drugs can kill, too much alcohol can kill, tobacco with cancer, even with others like overeating and gambling, or even sex. Too much sex will kill you. But don't forget, I'm still a virgin, so I'm not have to deal with sex right now. But the fantasy addiction can really get to you. Believe in things like sports teams, like football, basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer. I'm not talking about Vuvuzela soccer with the FIFA World Cup. I'm talking about MLS, Manchester United, New England Revolution. But the addiction always is a problematic with everything possible. But the addiction, you can recover from your addictions. You can recover from the addictions. It takes time. It takes time for your addictions to... Sometimes the addictions can catch up to you, but you gotta know when to quit and when to recover. God grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference, please. So, always say the serenity prayer when you're trying to get rid of an addiction. You go to like AA or Alcoholics Anonymous or Narcotics Anonymous, or even Dual Recovery Anonymous, which I go to, but I don't talk about this personally because it's all about, because you gotta go to a self-help program to get rid of your addictions. I know if you like to get the coffee or anything, the coffee and soda or even ice cream, you gotta learn how to use in moderation and not use too much of it. That is why I stand on the addiction. I will start up the next story, The Man, the Myth, the Legend, in the next edition of the Trilogy. So I say to you right now, I thank you, and stay safe and protect yourself. Thank you for your time. Bye.